Hey y'all, time for some Christmas crafts. Hope y'all like the little shopping videos so y'all can get some different ideas of themes or ways y'all might want to decorate this year. So this video is going to be transforming our little gnome, and again it was at the at-home store on clearance from summer, and I had told y'all I was going to transfer him into an elf. So I did think about making a little face for it, but the beard is honestly not bad, and then I have to remove this. It's just more work. So I'm going to leave the beard. I'm going to change up the shoes and the outfit and the hat though. Of course, transform this all into Christmas colors. So I'm going to start by removing this flower that's on here. And then I'm also, if y'all can see, it's just attached with a little, looks like a little staple. And then I'm going to sand this down a little bit so you don't see the party time letters coming through when I paint. Once I sand, I'm going to paint with this. This is the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch Gloss White. Because I like everything for Christmas to be shiny and bright and sparkly and all that fun stuff. So this is about $5 for a little can. You can use any whites. It's not going to take a lot of paint to do this. The Rust-Oleum I just like, so it's a little bit better adhesion. And then for the nose, so right now it has just this wood nose, so I got this color. Let me see what this one is. Parchment. So it's parchment color. It was really hard to find something that was flesh colored because I wanted to make him more ivory skinned and maybe do like a little bit of like red on the nose. Little chip brush. And then I wanted to show y'all a different way to use these. So these are the Cricut Vinyls. I have this cute sparkly red. I have a little green one. And I've got a little red one. Now, you don't have to have a Cricut to do this project. I just wanted to show y'all different ways you can use this vinyl. It's just going to save you time for paint. And it's also going to allow you to have crisper lines. Because if you paint all this and you're taping it off, you're always going to have that little bit of bleed through, and it never turns out exactly like you'd like it. So for these, what I'm going to do is just cut strips, and if you don't have a Cricut or have never used a Cricut vinyl before, it actually has, I'm trying to open one up here and show you. Goodness. So it has this little, these lines on the back to be able to help you get a straighter cut too. So you can use these lines to help guide you to keep your stripes straight as well. And you can do them in varying widths. You can buy this little Cricut Joy one. It's less vinyl, so obviously it's cheaper. And for the bigger parts, you can just turn it sideways. So I'm going to do a white base for the hat, and then a white base for the shoes. And then I'm going to use all these pieces to make different little stripes on him and elf him up. So I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to go ahead and get him prepped. I'm going to take off my little flower here and get everything sanded down. Oh, I'm going to have to use some tools. Alright, so get him prepped and I will be right back with y'all. Alright, so I've got him painted all white. Left his beard. And painted on the sides as well. Took off the flower, sanded the party time down so you really can't see that. And then I have these like scrapbooking scissors that cut patterns. I don't know how it would do with the vinyl, but I figured I'll try it. And then I have my smaller, little sharper scissors, which give a little bit more of a precision cut. I've also picked up a little razor knife so that on the edges, and when it gets to the beard, if I want to do like a really straight cut, instead of using the scissors so I can get it right onto the line, got that. You could always wrap them around too if you wanted the stripes to carry over on the sides, which I might do. So first, I'm going to take this green and I'm going to do the stripe, I'll say this wide, like to this little dotted line here. So easy enough. I'm just going to cut on my line here. And then with the Cricut vinyl, you can just peel it up from the side, just like you would any other sticker. Okay, and that'll be my first stripe. Now I'll put it, I think, right here on the tip, so I can start it out green. And I think I am going to wrap it around so that if you're looking from the side, then the design will carry over. Alright, so here's my first stripe. And actually, yeah, that works. And I'll take my scissors and just cut down here. Or, again, razor knife could also be used. Alright, so easy enough. There's my first stripe. And then I'm just going to flatten the vinyl, make sure it's stuck down really well. And then I'm going to keep doing the same thing all the way down his little hat. And his hat does kind of curve right here. So I'm going to be curved, and then it's going to kind of straighten out and become straight as it moves along. Well, what's nice about this project is you can also cut shapes out of this. So if you wanted to do circles or triangles, or if you do use your Cricut and you do have one, you can also, of course, put little shapes, cut little shapes out, or even have it say something on there, because they have a lot of pretty little holiday scripts on it. Another cute thing I think would be good with this is you could always personalize them, like put your family name, or maybe if you have kids, each kid does their own and they put their name on it, like they create their own little elf, and they can either make a name up or put their name. It did work. So, not bad. So if you do have these scissors, or again, if on the Cricut you want to do all kinds of little designs and patterns. This is my next thing. So this is how he's looking. These are all my different strips, different patterns I did with the vinyl. And then I wrapped his shoes in green so they would be an exact match. The biggest obstacle, I think, is just the time that this takes, because this is, I don't know, it's probably like a good 2 feet and like a few inches that I had to do these little strips, and the little strips are like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. So my scissors did these, my little like scrapbooking scissors, and then for these pieces where it's kind of like notched out, if you look on the back of the Cricut vinyl, it has little squares to guide you, so I just use those. I just cut like every other for this one, and then I just did like just 2 rows on here. This one's 4 rows with every other little square being cut out from the top and bottom. Same thing here. So it's a good project, but it is tedious. So, you know, put on some Christmas music or a Christmas movie and you can do this, and before you know it, it'll be done. The nose is painted the more fleshy color, and then I was looking, and if y'all noticed, I put them here. And through all my little craft pickups, I have these from Dollar Tree that I got like years ago. Oh, there's some little snowmen in there. So I think I'm going to add either this on the little tops of his shoes and the top of the hat, or I also had these bells that I bought from Dollar Tree a few years ago. So I'm going to just take, I got my hot glue gun getting ready for me. I'm just going to take these and add them on. I think I'll probably do bells on the shoes, and then maybe I'll do one of the little fluffy things up here. Now the other thing that I did find with the vinyl too is when you're wrapping it around the sides, it doesn't like to stay, I guess, that tight. So if it was popping up any, I just took the little X-Acto knife here, razor blade, and I just pulled it tight. Make sure you pull it tight or you're gonna get jagged cuts. Pull it tight and just kind of saw your blade back and forth really lightly. Don't force it, and you'll get nice clean cuts. For the most part they stayed, but just not all of them. A lot of the skinnier pieces were coming up. So I'm going to go ahead, attach my little pieces, and well, the shoes are already green, so I probably should use some red bells. Let's see. Yep, I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but that looks like that'll be cute. And then let's do like a little white pom-pom. Yeah, I think that red one looks better. So I'll probably have that little pom-pom, whoop, either on the front or might just do it on the top since the tops are on the shoes. So I'm going to add those on. I'll be back in just a minute and then I'll show you all the finished product. And I also did like a quick little upcycle with something from Goodwill. So I'll also, once I show you this finished product, will attach just the pictures of that, like the before and the after and what I used. And it's something you can do even if you don't find the exact thing that I found at Goodwill, which is like a, you know, one in a million probably chance that would happen. But it's a project that you could do with just a wood board. And if you want to cut out some vinyl on a Cricut or use a stencil, you can put something cute, make your little stocking holder with it. So I'll show you that also. And it's a good way to upcycle, you know, other little pieces that may be missing hooks and whatnot. So I'll get to this, put that on, and then share that project. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If y'all make this, share them. I'd like to see what other little pieces y'all found. I found the gnome, but I'm sure y'all can find, of course, other gnomes because they're super popular right now. But any other little wood cutouts you were able to transform, I think that would be cool. And I'd be interested to see what y'all did for the patterns. I know some of y'all have some Cricut skills that I don't have yet, or little patterns, and y'all could just make all kinds of cool stuff like little Christmas trees and have it saying stuff and all that. So stay tuned just a minute and then we're all done. I'll see you on the next one. Here's a picture of the before and after of the little gnome. Again, it takes a few hours. And then this is what I bought at Goodwill. As you can see, the little dowels are broken off. And a remedy for that is you can just purchase little knobs. So these knobs I got at Home Goods. They were $9.99, and you screw them in the back. So if anything's missing, hooks or dowels, go ahead and replace them. It's a cheap and easy fix, much cheaper than hooks.